This essay example, as well as thousands of others, is available in text format on our website for free and without registration. Simply Google Ivy Panda Free Essays.
Introduction. When one mentions the words musical instrument, then what comes to any person's mind is sound. The sound may be defined as the mechanical vibrations which are transmitted by an elastic medium or the part of a transmitted signal which is audible. Guitar is one of these instruments, and it has been there for a long time. We have various types of guitars having different sounds. The most common are the classical, or nylon string, and the folk, which has steel string. Each produces a unique sound depending on the materials from which the strings are made and their body's composition, as well as the air between them. Construction. A guitar has 6 strings tied taut and are placed over a hollow large body to resonate the sounds. The strings have open notes of E2, A2, D3, G3, B3, and E4, with the corresponding frequencies of 82 Hz, 110 Hz, 147 Hz, 196 Hz, 247 Hz, and 330 Hz respectively. The frequencies listed are a representation of the root tone of each string. A guitar sounds as it does because of the overlay of various frequencies on individual strings, or the overtones that are present. These overtones pattern and their strengths make a guitar produce a different sound from other stringed instruments. The guitar also has a top plate which is usually made of spruce or a light, springy wood, about 2.5 millimeters thick. Inside the plate, we have a series of braces that strengthen the plate and affect the vibrations of the top plate. The back plate is of much less importance musically for most frequencies. This is because it is normally held against the player's body. Working. When the strings are plucked, they produce mechanical vibrations which give a sound that is transferred into the guitar's body. The vibrations produced by a guitar are known as standing waves since the strings are fixed at both ends. These waves do satisfy the relationship that exists between wavelength and frequency that originates from the definition of waves, where v is the wave's velocity, f is its frequency, and lambda is the wavelength. Due to these vibrations, internal resonance is set up in the air chamber, which is made by the body and causes the faceplate and backplate to vibrate. These vibrations produce compressions and rarefactions, which are high-pressure zones and low-pressure zones respectively. Our ear interprets compression waves in the air as sound. At any given point in the air, which is near the source of sound, the molecules move backward and forward, resulting in the air pressure varying up and down by small amounts. The principal role of the body is to transmit the bridge's vibration into the vibration of the air which is around it. Thus, it needs a large surface area to enable it to push a reasonable amount of air backward and forward. The top plate is made in a manner to allow it to vibrate up and down comparatively easily. The air inside the body is very important for the low range of the instrument. It can vibrate like the air in a bottle when blown across the top. When you sing a note lying between F-sharp 2 and A2, depending on the type of guitar, while you are placing your ear near the sound hole, you will hear the air in the body resonating. This is referred to as the Helmholtz resonance and is a result of the air at the sound hole oscillating, enabled by the springy nature of the air found inside the body. The effect of this resonance may also be experienced by one playing the A string open, and as it sounds, a piece of cardboard is moved back and forth across the sound hole. It is observed that the resonance stops or shifts to a lower frequency. When you close up the hole, you will notice the loss of bass response in the sound given out. The air inside is coupled to the lowest resonance of the top plate effectively. As a unit, they do give a strong resonance at approximately an octave higher than the main air resonance. To some extent, the air also couples the movement of the top and back plates. For an electric guitar, pickups that employ the principle of magnetic induction in relaying sound are used. The pickups are made of small electromagnets which do allow electric current to flow through them. They are situated close to the strings and hence induce north and south poles on the strings. They do convert motion energy into electrical energy. Plucking a string makes it oscillate or move in a wave-like manner, which does affect the surroundings of the pickup, thus causing a change in a magnetic field. These fluctuations in the magnetic field are relayed through the wires which are connecting the pickup to the output jack. This is then transmitted to the amplifier, which then sends them to the speaker, which converts from electrical energy to sound energy. In conclusion, musical instruments do have different constructions and designs. However, they share one thing in common, which is to produce an organized sound pleasant to the ear. Most sources of sound produce different frequencies or several notes at the same time. For a good musical instrument, these notes are mixed in an organized pattern to produce music, and this is experienced in a guitar, which is my favorite instrument. Did you like this, my favorite musical instrument, the guitar sample? To get more works like this one, make sure to check out the free database of academic paper examples at ivypanda.com. You will find thousands of samples for all your study needs, without even having to register.